ひとひらに願いを乗せて指先から染まる黒よ絶望さえ愛しいほどに死神が微笑んだ手を伸ばしたら届きそうなの真実だと見てる偽りに心がエラにさらわれるままに全てを失っていくせめてもう少しだけ終焉の花は血が彩る幻愛に流した命の後で交わした瞳の奥に見つけたたった一つのニコリスの愛永遠にあなたを思うOh, damn. Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
終焉のビルジュエラーサルベーション
1 second. Where's the webcam? There it is. There we go. Yay! I knew I missed something. Okay, I think I need to turn the switch down. Alright, give that a shot. Maybe make me up a little bit. I turned myself down last stream. I think I was at 0.5 before I turned down. Or 3. 4, sure. Trying to scooch over close to the mic. Without running into the cats. The cat's under the desk again.
終焉のビルシュ
Why does
エ
it feel
ラー
like
サルベ
this
ー
is
ション
quiet? No, that's a little better now. Okay, well, I think this is fine. Alright, hello, hello, hello. I'm Boxcat. And we're playing Didnt Evermore Era Salvation. Anyway, I hope everyone's been doing good. I've been pretty good. I have a little surprise for tomorrow. Or the next day. I'll have to see if it works tomorrow. But it should. It should. Yeah, because... Was it? Whatever. I'll make it work tomorrow. But that is a surprise in a way.
終焉のビルシュ
And we'll see how
エ
it
ラー
goes.
サルベーション
And that's gonna be exciting. So today, last time we finished we finished all the despair routes. So that means that now it is time to reach the salvation routes.
I'm gonna trust that the volume's fine and grab up the guide. Which I forgot to do beforehand. But that's fine. So, now that we've finished all the despair ends, now I decided, you know what? We're gonna do it like we did in order. Mathis, Cyan, Lucas, Yvaz, and then Anko. And why am I forgetting his name? Adolf. There we go. So we'll go in that order. I'm honestly not sure how long it would take to do the ends, but we'll find out tonight. I might have to stop early because I do have something tomorrow. But let's see how fast we can get through things, I guess. Come on, Mathis. There he is. I also got my little Mathis standee. My little standee keychain. He's the baby. He's my baby. It's amazing how loud these headphones go up. There you go. Kinda crazy. Like I hear the music in the background. Okay, so... Maybe you can skip that while I feel.
終焉のビルシュエラーサルベーション
Yeah, I'm just gonna go from the beginning. Mathis and use the whole skip button thing. Because I'm unsure. I'm kind of afraid if I use a save file I already have, that if in that save file I made a wrong choice, and if that wrong choice will affect the outcome for the salvation routes. So I'm just gonna play it safe, and we're just gonna go from the beginning. So go over flowcharts, bam bam bam, Mathis, bam, Mathis, bam. Is this how I do it? I swear it was. What changed? It wasn't seamless, was it? No? Star? No, it's not Star. Yes. I swear that was how you did it! Unless now that I finished, it doesn't allow me to do that? Is that what's going on? Or is it like... I assume we'll probably branch off here to the salvation routes. I like swear I accidentally almost did this like last time. And now suddenly I'm like, how do I do it? Oh, I might need to look this up. I swear that was how you did it. Sorry about this. So. Well, let me see how far back I have a save file from his. Common. So his would be here. So that is... Guess we could try it. Maybe look at a different walkthrough just to see if maybe they have something more to say about this, or if I'm just doing it wrong, because that is possible. I could just be having a dumb moment. It's kind of ironic. Someone I follow on Twitter, actually earlier today, they finished their Mathis playthrough of the Despair routes, and now I'm starting the Salvation routes. So it's a little ironic. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the other guide. That one's a little easier to understand. Huh? Okay, well, it would change in chapter 4, so do I have any save files in chapter 4? Here we go, chapter 3. We could try to start from here. 'Cause I don't know, hopefully there's no conditions for chapter to get to salvation. Maybe there isn't. Well, let's give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Now, I was playing the game yesterday, and it was kind of crazy. Like, I was relating to the game characters so much. It was like looking back on my past life, or not, when I was younger. Some still apply, but it was weird. It was so weird. All right, we'll try this. Why not? I'll give it a shot, okay? I have no idea if I'm gonna do this right, but hopefully we are. I'll try it. Alright, so we just go from chapter 3. I'm gonna switch over to my headphones. Since I'm no longer monitoring. Or maybe I should monitor for just a little longer. You know, just because I'm paranoid. Chapter 4, there's only one question, so I think. Alright, yeah. Okay, so I don't know if it matters. What is with this guide? Okay, yeah, the other one. That one's like everywhere. Okay, I'm sorry to talk bad about that guy, but okay. This was okay, so yeah, this is the option before the option that we need to pick to get the correct end or the salvation. Let's say I'm relieved. I really hope it doesn't matter. Let's try it though. Anyway, if you haven't played the game yet, I really recommend it. It's really good. Okay. Wait, does it...
でもその小瓶を持っている
Okay.
ということは
Yeah, so we're at the part where we're doing the investigation on the missing prostitutes or whatever. So around
あ
there.
なたも配達人を誘うためおとりになったということですか
Oh yeah, and at this time, Mathis is still all like revenge story protagonist guy.
どうしてそんな危ないことを
Because it's the next one that matters. So we'll start reading from the next one. It's gonna be long anyway, like it usually is, so. Like, you think it's gonna be short because it's the last question near the very end, and you're like, hey, it'll only take like an hour or two. Ends up taking 5. It's kind of crazy. It probably could take shorter amount of time if I didn't like
ってい
narrate
う
the
か
story.
もっと泣きわめいて
But-
嫌がるかと思ってたよ
That makes it a little more boring. It wouldn't be as fun. Or I guess I could only do Ceres's parts as we that would cut on time until we get to the where it branches. Alright, maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll try that for the salvation routes. Alright. Oh, and I can turn this on for the sound alerts, because we test it out, right? Real quick. Go to my Twitch. I mean, I'm still mad at Jean. But knowing after that one part in Lost Loots, I mean, I feel a little better about him. But it's the memory of what he did that still makes me mad. Alright, it works. Okay. So yeah, if anyone wants to play as sound alerts, I have the desktop audio on, so you can do that. And now I'm gonna change over to my headset. And then we can get started. But yeah, I now have kind of mixed feelings about Jean. Like, before I just kind of straight up, like, I wouldn't say hated him, but my hate is more toward Capuchin than to Jean, but Jean, I wasn't quite liking him. And now it's like, suppose I can deal with you if you're gonna try. Alright, so I don't have a reason to cry. Oh, and my cat is awake. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my cat up. He's a heavy boy. This is Bo. He's a Maine Coon. He's also a little smelly. Oh, look at you, baby. You want to sit on my lap like this while I play the game? I might be able to make that work. Near. Until he decides to, you know, wiggle around and move. Or go on the desk like that. You can't go on the desk, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. And he's still a kitten. He's this big. He's still a kitten. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you down. I'm sorry. Oh! Here you go. Let me open the door for him to go. There. Now he can leave when he wants. I will not trap him here. I want to, but I won't. I don't have a reason to cry. Not yet. After all, I already made my decision that I would stay by his side no matter what.
そういうのってダメな男を助長させると思うけど。
Oi. As long as he tells me that he loves me before he goes, I can love Mathis no matter his personality. I assume you want to capture our despair on that camera of yours? Too bad.
その強がりもいつ
Think
まで
about
も
that
つかな
sentence. It's kind of creepy. It's a little bit of a creep.
んじゃ次のマティスがどんな人間か夜明けを楽しみにしててくれよ。
I mean, I will say that this whole personality change part, it did disturb me a little bit. It was like, I'd be out of there. I'd be out of there. I would not be able to hold on as long as Therese has. I guess my love would not be as strong. But I guess in terms of love, Therese is a stronger person than I am. Or at least more dedicated. After Camille left, with my whole body aching from pain, I brushed away Mathis's hair from his cheek. My child. He looked so at peace that it was hard to believe he did earlier. Science came to visit. This is not your roots. Stay. Attention whore. Thank you for doing your best like you promised. I was very happy to hear your rough side tell me that you love me. I gently kissed him on the eyelids, to thank him before going to sleep by his side. Self-protection. Protect yourself. I don't remember if that's new or not. It might be. This person. This man was a despicable coward. The sounds of suffering. The woman Camille dragged here screamed that she was slaughtered. Holding her down and splitting her belly with a huge knife was not to deliver a Camille, but rather... He's dragging my child into his crazy nonsense. His madness. Leave my child out of this.
お望み通りの処置を行いました。こんな具合でいかがでしょうか、神優様。
Mathis was trying to get on Camille's good side. The memory he possessed was from a merchant in Cheddars who lived in the shadows of those stronger than him. He willfully deceived and abused others for his own sake, and flattered those in power. He stole money from many people to donate to the institutes. I wanted to save the woman, but Camille had me bound with rope, preventing me from moving. All I could do was watch the woman die, as Mathis looked on with a servile smile toward Camille.
なんだ、娼婦なんか殺したところで誰も惜しみはしないだろう。私は仕方なく強者に従っただけ。そうだ、私は何も悪くない。
I don't think he's ever thought that maybe those prostitutes have children. Because some of them might be in the business to provide for their children because it's the only choice they have. So technically, there is someone who will miss them. And even there's bound to be someone else who misses them. There's always someone who misses someone. There's no person in the world. I don't believe there's any person in the world who doesn't have someone that will miss them. That won't miss them. Yeah, that won't miss them. I believe every person in the world has at least one person that will miss them if they're gone, whether they know it or not. There's a vial in the cabinet over there. It's not medicine, but it's a special concoction that can make you feel better. If you feel like vomiting, drinking that will help settle your stomach. Once Camille lets me out of these ropes, I'll have the body taken care of. You know someone loves you when they're willing to hide a murder for you.
お前は私が自分の命可愛さに何をしたのか目の前で見てたんだろ。
Yes, I saw what you did. I also saw you frowning to the point of tears. You kept your eyes on the woman that you killed to the very end. There goes the cat.
まさかずっと小賢しい卑怯者だと罵られ続けてきた私があんな些細な一言で恋に落ちるとは思わなかった。
Good.
せいぜいあいつの機嫌を損ねて殺されないよう気をつけろ。惚れた女が早死にするのは
I will say, even though
さすがの私も
he's a different person, personality-wise, it really is amazing how every time the feelings of love still overcome it. It's interesting. I understand. And with that, he fell asleep with a different expression than before.
今回も実験成功。けどあんたも大概我慢強いね。俺、あんな自分本位なやつが身近にいたら出会って数秒で殴る自信があるわ。
I mean... to an extent, I would too. Or at least I have little patience for bullshits IRL. Even though I do end up loving characters in fiction that are kind of assholes. In real life, I have a low tolerance for bullshit. If he irritated you so much, you shouldn't have downloaded his memory. Things would be fine. No matter what anyone said about me, the results won't change. Oh yeah, okay, so this thing here, it's representing the kind of personality that Mathis is gonna have next. So next personality is gonna be strict, I guess. Then gloomy. Then contemptuous. A variety of personalities and memories were downloaded into his brain. Some ended up harming me for no reason. Regardless, each night, before he went to sleep, he said,
不思議だね。出会ったばかりの君のこと苦しいまでに愛してる。
See, the love is overcoming all. Against all scientific odds, it's winning. And each time, I sent him off with a smile. The experiments continued to lead to successful results, but He's just jealous. For some reason, Camille seemed irritated with each passing experiment. Things were moving along as well as they could have. I was happy to know that my reunion with Rosalie would happen sooner than later. That said, I was so damn irritated seeing the two of them together, seeing them happy. If you could call that happy. I'd been reluctant to take pictures of them, instead throwing the camera down onto the sofa pretty much every day. God, it's creepy! How many days have passed since I last took photographs of them confessing their love to each other each night? Like I said, creepy. They were whispering their love to each other every day, while I was still longing for Rosalie. Was that why I was irritated? No. That was close, but not quite it.
なんであの女は心まで変わり果てたマティスに失望しないんだよ。
I didn't know why. I didn't even want to think about it. Like I said, he's jealous. Dawn broke, hours passed, and night came again. Nothing was unusual about the time, but I wasn't sure how many days had passed by now.
喜べよ。これが最後の実験だ。
Gosh, here we are. Here we go. As usual, Camille came into his laboratory to download a new memory into Mathis. I somehow got up to as Mathis continued to sleep. I hardly slept our nights because he kept kicking me in the back. I guess he's that kind of sleeper. I know some people are like that. How do people deal with that? Just wake up in the morning with a bruise on your back? Apparently I used to, like, kick in my sleep when I was younger. Apparently. I'm pretty sure I don't anymore, but apparently I used to. The many love stories I had played out with Mathis were taking their toll. My body ached, and I was tired beyond belief. Which was probably why Camille could tell that I was at my limits. Still. Wait. What do you mean by last? I thought you need to continue downloading memories into Mathis to keep him alive.
おいおい、忘れてもらっちゃ困る。マティスはあくまで実験体なんだぜ。必要な成果が得られたら用済みに決まってるだろう。
You know, if the thing in the other routes, was said in the way that I think it was said, that's very cold. That's very cold. I want to say it, so I'm gonna put the spoiler tag up. And I'll do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 until and then I'll say the spoiler, and then I'll take it down and we'll be good. So I'm gonna do that because I can't keep it in. Okay, so in the Lost Salute routes, in the Lost Salute routes, there's a scene where Mathis and Camille or Jean, whatever you want to call him, are going to find Rosalie because Rosalie has been taken away by the main antagonist of the story. The one who hired Jean and gave him all this technology to do his stuff. The sponsor or whatever. So yeah, he took Rosalie away. And a bunch of stuff happened. So now, at that point, Camille and Mathis are going, making their way to find Rosalie. And in that, there's a scene. Oh, I forgot to say the factor. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, anyway, it's too late now. So, anyway, there's a scene at the very end of that little bit that's, it's like, it implies that that's Rosalie or her spirits came to Mathis after he found out about his, you know, homunculus thing, and like comforted him. And she said something like, it cut off at the end, but it was kind of implying that either he is actually Rosalie's child, you know, the one that apparently died, because she was pregnant when she died or whatever, meaning that Jean is his father. But it could also just imply that, you know, he has the blood, you know, actual physical blood, because he's a homunculus of the two of them. But I don't know, it was so weird, just the thought, the idea that it could mean that Jean is actually the father and Mathis is the son. Because Mathis was originally a human. He just had a bunch of memories stuffed into him. He was actually born at one point. He was a baby at one point. So it's not like he came out of nothing. At least that's my understanding of it. Meaning, if the child in Rosalie's womb somehow managed to stay alive after her death, because, I mean, hell, look at Cerez and how she was born. So, then it is possible that he might actually be related. So, it's both disturbing and interesting, but also in that one, like, you saw that Jean and Mathis were starting to bond. Or like, it was almost like Jean was starting to gain some affection of some sorts from Mathis. So that's why I'm actually now kind of sort of okay with Jean, but he's also an asshole, so I'm still mad at him. But yeah, anyway, that's explaining that bit. So, I'll take down the spoiler tag. And we can go back. Alright, back. Done with the spoilers, I've let it out. So we can continue.
二人が毎日毎日愛を育んでくれるおかげで、人工的な記憶から確実に恋愛感情を引き出せることが判明した。だからこれ以上実験を行う必要はない。
But that's not right. He did say he would continue to download memories, but he did say that he would do it forever. Why hadn't I thought of this possibility? I was probably turning my eyes away from the horrible thought all the time. Or perhaps I had hoped deep down that he would keep his word. What a fool I was. Still, if I didn't do something, Mathis would really disappear. I couldn't let that happen. Ever. Please. Please don't let Mathis die. I don't care what he may become, as long as he's by my side. I was so useless. The only thing I could do was bow my head with the desperate hope that he would listen. I somehow held back tears from how pathetic it was. Camille's eyes narrowed a bit, as if something I said caught his attention.
どんな彼でもか。いいね。最後の実験にふさわしい素晴らしい覚悟の表れだ。
Camille gave an eerie smile, then turned on the switch to the device connected to Mathis. Child. I don't want him to hurt. I hadn't heard him scream like that before. Mathis. I rushed toward him and tried to remove his shackles, but to no avail.
大丈夫。心配しなくてもすぐ終わるって。
He continued.
今までとは比べ物にならないくらい複雑で重い記憶をダウンロードしてるから。マティスの脳にかかる負荷は相当なものになってる。せいぜい目覚める前に死なないよう手でも握ってやっててくれ。
Camille glanced at me for a moment. He then let out a heavy sigh. Then, he moved away from Mathis and looked at me more fully. His expression of ridicule and casual manner of speech disappeared as he looked at me seriously.
それじゃあ、俺と最後の実験と行こうか。愛に一途な死神さん。今ダウンロードしているのは、女性を痛めつける快楽に目覚め、目的もなく何人もの女性を事故に見せかけ殺害してきた。殺人鬼と名乗ることすらおこがましい。俺から見ても愚か極まりないクズの中のクズの記憶。深い愛と真逆の位置にある感情を持ってしまった記憶を乗り越え、再度あんたに恋することができたなら、マティスは実験体として最高の結果を出したことになる。
Fuck you.
人工的な記憶を持ってなお愛を失わないホムンクルス。俺を愛するロザリーを蘇らせるための研究の完成だ。
He was completely mad. Once again, I was reminded of this. He spoke of inhuman things, as though they were nothing. He was more mad than a murderer. The device stopped, and Mathis gave a small groan.
恋人同士で過ごす最後の夜だ。邪魔者はここで退散するかね。せいぜい死なないように頑張れよ。もし最後まで生き延びることができたら、実験成功のお祝いとしてマティスのホムンクルスをもう一体送ってやるからさ。
Emil removed the tubes connected to Mathis, then left the lab. With him gone, I quickly crouched next to Mathis and touched him gently. He downloaded the memories of a killer, which meant the personality that was inside him would be the worst so far. It also meant that I could only imagine what would happen when Mathis woke up. Would he still be the Mathis I knew? I had heard him scream many times, but I couldn't get the most recent one out of my mind. Perhaps this time, he finally lost any memory he had of me. Just as that thought came to mind, this one isn't pretty. It hurts. His sleepy eyes caught sight of me, but Mathis's expression remained vague. He was staring at me in a daze. Mathis? I spoke his name, wondering if his mind was elsewhere. The next moment, I was slammed onto the floor. It took some time for me to realize that he had punched me. No, usually I'd say kick him in the balls, but I know Mathis isn't doing this of his own free will. So it makes it hard to say that, even though I really want to, because of how he acts, how his personality is acting. His voice was filled with an excited madness. I tried my best to escape, but it was too late. Pain surged through my right leg. He had picked up a nearby knife and drove it into my leg, cutting a tendon. You know what? We should have gone around before he woke up and hit all the sharp objects. As we did know he was gonna wake up as a murderer, so... Although it probably won't do anything, he'd find them one way or another. By the time my brain recognized the pain as reality, I was already unable to move my leg.
落ち着く。やっぱり痛みに慣れてない純粋な人間の女性はいい声で泣いてくれるな。でもまだまだ物足りない。
I really don't like seeing him like this. It's one of the things that makes me so mad about his ending. It makes me so sad. Ah! My agonized cry rang louder as he stepped on my injured leg. He then played with the knife in his hand, before stabbing me multiple times all over. Red blood spurted out of my skin. I could feel my consciousness slowly starting to fade.
すごい声。リライバーになれば体の傷はすべて消えるんだし、そんな大げさに怯えなくても。
Ah! I screamed and struggled, dragging myself across the floor with shaking arms. I tried to get myself to the door, but seeing me pathetically crawl away,
逃げるの？いいよ。俺、逃げ惑う相手を追い詰めて殺すのも好きだしね。
I somehow dragged myself toward the exits, my bloody leg leaving a trail behind me. The ruthless man knew he was in control. I turned around to see him walking toward me, slowly with a malevolent smile. I didn't see Mathis in his eyes. I continued my best to escape him as he gripped the knife in his hand. I needed to get away. I needed to run. I couldn't run. It hurts to see. No, I was hoping, praying that Mathis, originally, when I first played it, that Mathis would not, like, conveniently reappear. Because, you know, he would be horrified to see himself do this. But, you know, you'll see. Wishes aren't always granted. My face, my arms, my legs, my shoulders. Wounds all over my body released streams of blood that soaked me through streams. My vision was starting to blur.
捕まえた。いいね。最高の顔だ。さあ、もっと苦しめ。もっとあえげ。死ぬまでに一つでも多く俺を満足させる悲鳴をあげるんだ。
And I also just remembered, I'm gonna go pat him out. This is such a bad time to do this, but you know, it's not gonna be another time. I had a jewelry stream a week ago, where I made some Virtue Evermore themed jewelry. One of them was a Mathis themed bracelet. There. Because when else? I don't know why it reminded me, what I got reminded of, but it popped into my mind, and I'm like, now's the best time. There's no better time than now. So I burnt myself while making dinner last night. It hurts. It's hard to put a bracelet on yourself when it has a clasp. Much easier when it's in. just here on this page. Oh my god, this is so horrible. I'm trying to put on a damn bracelet. I'm sorry for the suffering, but salvation will come. Gosh. Maybe I should have made it a little bit longer to make this easier. Oh well. Either way, this is what it looks like. Yeah, so. Okay, whatever, it's gonna take too long to do that, so I'll just have it here.
見ろ、自業自得だ。お前らみたいなまっとうなリライバーの女どもがリライバーの娼婦だった俺の母さんを浄化なんて言いながら焼き殺したから。
That is messed up, I will say. You know, what they did to this guy's mother. Like, I don't know, this whole entire, like, population of people. I said this in another stream. The whole entire population of people are assholes. And honestly, to a certain extent, kind of deserved what was almost, or what did happen. I don't know if it actually did happen or didn't. It might have. Oh no, it did, yeah, because there was I heard the screams in the background, and yeah, okay, yeah. So it did happen. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, it is. The people of this country are kind of assholes, so. I suppose I wouldn't be surprised that they had a witch hunt to kill a random prostitute. Also, there's a reason why the prostitutes in this world are trying to get off this island. Therefore, you know, going to visit the deliverer who will apparently, or is said to, take them off the island. But, you know, they're actually being brought here to be killed for Jean's experiments. So, but no, yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool.
俺にリライバーへ復讐する機会を与えてくれたんだ。
He grabbed my neck and slowly dug his thumbs into my veins. At this rate, he would strangle me to death before finishing me off with his knife. The pressure on my veins throbbed with pain, as did my brain. My conscience plummeted into the depths of darkness. The man shouting slowly moved away from me. I can't die now. I don't want to die. I try to resist death. I haven't heard from Mathis. I haven't heard his words of love yet. He made me a promise. I trusted that he would say he loved me, no matter what happened. I forced to open my eyes, using the strength of my emotions. He probably thought I was gonna give up and die. Our eyes met by coincidence. A teardrop rolled down my cheek from above. Like I said, wishes don't always come true. The warm teardrop ran down my cheek and blended with blood below. Huh?
そこにいるの。一瞬だけ夢に出てきた。名前も顔も思い出せない。僕の大切だろう人。会いたいよ。どこにいるの？
This is hard.
声はするのに真っ黒な醜い感情に何も見えないんだ。
Wait. That was from the book Mathis gave me. A poem of love from a faraway land. The fact he was mumbling the poem meant... Mathis! I called his name with all my might as he continued to cry. You may not see me, but can you feel me? I'm holding your hand. So it's your turn. It's your turn to do your best like we promised. He heard my strained voice. The man above me nodded as the person I loved. He didn't need to regain his sanity. Because each and every time Mathis woke,
愛してる。愛してるから死んでくれ。このまま僕はあなたの見えない世界で生きていたくない。
I know this isn't the time. The blind people. Does that mean it's okay for them to feel like that? I don't know what I'm trying to. I'm trying to not cry, okay? Just as we promised. He would do what he could to express his love through his giving personality. Yes. Yes, I'll gladly die for you. Say, Mathis, have you noticed? Each time you were born, I could recognize a part of you that never disappeared. I always sensed a little of that kindness of yours I fell in love with. I felt so much pain in our time together, but not once had I fallen into despair. You kept loving me over and over again. Thank you. Rather than the sharpness of the blade he pointed at me, my eyes went move from the tear-stained face of my beloved. The blade I thought would hit me grazed my face and landed right onto the floor next to me. Mathis? I called his name. My child, are you awake? The knife slipped from Mathis's hands in silence.
ごめん。やっぱり大切な君のことを殺したくなんかない。
Mathis, is that really you?
ああ、全部思い出した。
Honestly, I wish he didn't. Because it hurts. It would hurt him more if it did now that he does remember.
今までずっとたった一人で耐えさせてしまってごめん。これからはもう惑わされない。ずっとそばにいるから。
Yes, let's. I did my best to give Mathis a firm hug for being able to regain his sense of himself through his own willpower. Don't worry, you kept your promise the whole time, Mathis. I knew it. No matter where your memories came from, as long as our souls are bonded, we can create as many miracles as we want. Mathis, you did so well to endure everything. Thank you.
大切な人のために頑張るのは当たり前だろ。だって俺は。
And here we go.
君の愛する恋人なんだからさ。
The words came out in a gentle, chilling whisper. Mathis? Did you say the lover I've always wanted? Obviously, that doesn't sound like Mathis. A cold shiver ran down my spine. For good reason. I quickly let go of him instinctively.
どうしたの？俺たち今さら恥ずかしがるような関係じゃないだろ？
His eyes were dark and muddled.
それとも久しぶりで緊張しているのかな？
Something was wrong. He's not talking to me at all. Before I could put up a fight, he quickly embraced me in his arms. No.
あの日からずっと君にもう一度会える日を夢見てきたんだ。
Wait just a moment.
俺を愛するために蘇ってくれて本当にありがとう。
Do you really know who I am?
誰よりも 愛してる。
Stop saying that you love me, and look! He wasn't listening to me at all.
俺の愛しいモザ
And
リー。
there it is. Gene threw himself in him. Which, if my theory, which I mentioned after earlier, is correct, that is so weird. That's wrong. That's Either way, it rubs me the wrong way. It's not right. I found myself confronted by the bleak reality. There was no trace of miracles, thoughts, or emotions. Every humane concept meant nothing in the face of memories that could be controlled with a flick of a switch.
おめでとう。今日からあんたがこいつのロザリーだ。死が二人を分かっても、この暗い花園の中、愛し合いながら永遠の時を生きてくれ。
I want my Mathis back! And also, how is this gonna get us to salvation and... Or is this, again, the, Despair End? We might have to do a new game. And flip through. Until we get to this part again. That's why I said we were taking a chance with the, load file. A few months passed. As usual, I was spending my day in the cruel, mad world.
よ、あんたも今日から正式にクロード家の一員だな。
Whoa, now you'll see how the despair ends. The true despair ends. It's great. I mean, some people might be okay with it. I'm just not. Camille came into our room with a simple congratulations. His untruthful words didn't have the power to move my soul. Today was the day I married him. I had been spending my days with him in the underground laboratory, satisfying his pangs for love. Coming up to the surface like this once a month was like a gift. Camille made up a story that Mathis and I were rescued from Barreau and decided to live together. He reported to Mother and everyone else that all was well, and waited for things to settle down. It was then that he announced I was marrying him. This news was spread to everyone who knew me so that no one would suspect something was wrong. Adolf and the others were aware of my relationship with him, so despite being surprised, they accepted the news. Damn, I feel bad for Adolf now. Actually, at all the other routes, I feel bad. Mother was disturbed, thinking that I was too young to marry, but in the end, she honored my choice and allowed me to marry. Yes, my choice. Anko, help us! But there was one person who knew the truth and came to see me in secret to try to save me, but I apologized to him and turned my back on the hand of salvation he offered me. Instead of a weak woman like me, so willing to kill her own sanity for the sake of maintaining someone else's, there had to be another more suited to enter into a contract with the Watchmen of Death. What have you done? What have you done, Cereza, with your out? Most of all, I simply couldn't turn my back on him.
ロザ
I
リー
could.
もっとこっちに
Because it's not him anymore. It's him. Eh. Yes, Camille. He kissed me gently the moment his warm fingers touched my chin. Our tongues caressed each other as the kiss weakened my power to think straight. His hand gently found its way under my dress and up my back.
ロザリーどうして息を殺すんだいつもはもっと積極的だろ
Maybe because we aren't, Rosalie. Ever think of that? No, because apparently we won't. It makes me mad. This ending makes me mad. This despair ending. Cerez, you need to grow a backbone. Seriously, girl. It's okay to say no. It's just, it feels a bit ticklish. I'm sorry. It took everything I had to comply with his sexual advances. The lustful look in his eyes was not directed toward me. It contained the love he had for a woman with hair similar to mine. He called me Rosalie and embraced me with love. I called him Camille and responded to him with love. I had gotten tirelessly used to this charade. At this point, just marry the actual Camille. Because that's basically what she's doing. That's basically what she's doing. The Mathis I loved is long gone. I knew that, but the reason I couldn't move away from him was... he believed himself to be Camille because of the memories downloaded into his brain. He was urged to seek out his very own Rosalie. If I suddenly disappeared, or if I said I did anything that was contrary to what Rosalie would do, he would no doubt be broken.
愛してるロザリー
Yes, I love you too, Camille. Which was why I decided to love him blindly as his very own Rosalie, forever and ever. I'd break up with him as a backhand to Camille. Just for that sake. Because it's not Mathis anymore! So there's no need to worry about his feelings. So at this point, it's just the man who killed the one you love. And you're trying to protect his feelings. Nah. Nah. Fuck that. A single man's soul was killed. A single woman's name was stolen. Their love was so horribly warped. It was too repulsive to be called love. I could see now. This was befitting of the cursed country. This was a story of love and hate. I wonder if that's just a narrator view or if that's actually Anko's, like, view. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to create a new game and fast forward from there. Which, to those people who have game guides, you might want to put that in the guide. That you have to do that for the salvation routes. That would be very helpful if they did.
これ以上進めない心が消えてゆくは Despair
I'm good, I'm good, I'm fine. Fine.
壊れてしまう罪と罰は
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
私に
No, I'm not.
落ちてゆくあまり身を委ねて夢を見たのもう一度愛し合えたら
Well, we discovered pain before the salvation, I guess. Thanks, game.
私の後悔も消えて終焉の
Again. Not like we didn't already experience it.
こうやってまた
Uh,
君を愛することができて俺は本当に幸せ者だ
would a flow chart work now by...
そんな不安な顔をしないでくれ
No,
よ
please, leave us. Please, please. Like,
こ
seriously,
れから
please leave us.
先
It's fine.
君を一人になんてしないからさ
Look, there's another blonde over there. She's equally as pretty. Go get her. It just makes me mad! It used to work, I swear. I swear it used to work. I don't know why it doesn't work anymore. Isn't special, was it? No? Gallery? No? Seamless? No? Maybe? Hmm? Is this how we do it? Maybe? What if we did this? You know what? You know, well, just to make sure are we actually doing this right, since there is no, like... God damn you, game guides. God damn you. I'm sorry I'm being so, like, prickly or whatever. But, like... Oh my god. It's already been an hour and a half. I know, partly my own fault, but hey. Just in case it actually did. Let me check where the story connects. Okay, so on this thing... Okay, save file 2. There's save file 2 on Mathis's route, so it's before the I don't have a reason to cry, like I did. So is it because that save file I had done it wrong? No, if I had done a wrong question, then we want to get the correct end, which we did. Because of the whole outro thing. So... You know, screw the guides. I'm gonna actually search it up. Maybe there's a direct answer. If not, we'll just go straight from beginning to end. I'll use the guide to get us there. And hopefully we'll get it. How to get VOC Evermore Era Salvation Mathis sent. Yeah, once you completed Yves, once you complete Lucas, Matheson, and Yves. Act 3, Salute unlocks. Yes, we did that. And then it unlocked. But how? Do you have the clue? You know what? Okay, I think we do need to create a new go from the beginning. Because if I think about it for a second, it will make sense. It's a pain, but it makes sense, I guess. Because, you know, it was only after the last one where we hadn't started the game over. Since the salvation routes were unlocked. So, the game might not connect that, the save files might not, like, see that we have unlocked those. Because I almost think... No? No, I'll just... whatever. Okay, let's just do it. It's the easiest way to this, yes. Use Ceres. Okay, yeah, oh, I forgot about this. This is... okay. La Fiend, La Salute, Despair? Oh, this is Lost Fiend. Okay, I think... No, because La Fiend is 1. Despair is 2. Salute is 3. I'm so confused. La Fiend seems right, I guess. Maybe? I'm so confused! Why is nothing ever straightforward? Also, what does La Fiend mean? Because I feel like it should say that it would mean finish. So it would be the one we would use for salvation. But it also says 1. Hello, beloved Pixie. Welcome in. The game is, well, we're on the salvation routes. The good ends. We're about to try to get the good ends, but I'm trying to figure out how to get to the good ends. Because the game guide just say, go to this save file, make these choices. I did. It ends in the despair end. So I'm trying to figure if they forgot to mention that we have to make a new game, And now I'm trying to figure out which one do I choose. Because La Fiend seems like it's supposed to be like finish, like, but it's located as number 1, so it's like I'm totally. I have unlocked everything. I have unlocked the ability to get to the salvation routes. I've done all the despair routes. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the salvation routes. Because doing what the game guide said apparently doesn't work. Or maybe I just didn't start far back enough? But the thing to get to the character... Let me just pick this so I can at least... No, I don't want Act 1. What does it say? I don't understand this language. No, I don't want Act 1. But I also don't want Lost Loot. We already did that. Maybe it's Act 3. I don't know what act we're in. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let me do this, and then I'll have to exit. You know, yeah, that's not what we're trying to do, so. Okay. No. Alright, I'll check the gallery. We do have missing ones, but that's because those are the ones from the Salvation End. Which is where we're trying to get to. Oh, Lost Salute has 3 despair ends? Do them all? No, let me look at the flowchart. I thought it was only 2. Alright. See now? What the heck? Now I can do this? Because I tried this before. Oh no, I can... Oh, you might be right, because I tried doing this for Mathis. And it wouldn't allow me to. Which is why I resorted to trying to do it again. Was confused, but... So maybe I did miss an end? Well, I got the ending where... I've gotten the ending... Here, offer... No. Where Adolf and Anko... Sorry. Where Ceres is basically a blooming flower coming from head to toe, and Mathis and Anko decide to take care of her for the rest of her lives, despite her wanting to die. We got the ends where Anko kills, or... Yeah, Anko kills Adolf. And burns him and Ceres. And they die. So we got those 2 ends. So, I mean... I thought I got out. Okay, let me go back to this Lost Salute then. Okay, so this is the Kiss of Eternity end. Which, did we get that? Yeah, we got that one. There's a Despair end, Kill Me. Which I believe is the other one we got. Okay, so... Oh, here we go, okay. Eternal Journey is what we are missing, I think. Okay. Okay. I swear we had gotten the both, but I guess not. Yeah. Okay, let me... Okay, so... Let me see where what save files I have. Okay. So I guess then next week we'll save Mathis. Change the title in that case. Oh, where is it? Oh, the tab might be behind the, yeah, well, oh well. Oh wait, I might be able to do it from my phone? I think I might be able to actually, so I'll do that. There we go, edit stream info. Alright. Get in last end. There. I think it should be updated. Sorry, sweetie, you're not being saved today. You have to wait another week. I guess my eyes deceived me. I could have sworn I got them all. I guess I skipped over that one bit. Alright, so let me see what load file I have that's complies with the guide. Yeah, I'll just go from the beginning and we'll just zoop. There goes the phone. Okay, we'll have to zip through while I follow this end guide. Alright, well at least we figured out what we were doing wrong, so thank you for that. So I probably would have been here for another like hour trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong. Okay, so glad I'm not the only one who had a little bit of trouble. How have you been? Oh. Oh, yes, okay. Tell him everything? Aww. That's such a cute CG. Ooh, Sengoku Struggle. I want to play that one. I've been good as well, yeah. Is it any good, Sengoku Struggle? No, it's weird knowing what I do now. Seeing all these scenes in the game. Guarantor. Therapist Danko.
私でよければ話を聞くよ。
Oh, I haven't played Olympia Sori, but I hear that's really good. I'll have to check if there's like a Switch sale going on and see if one of the two of them or both are on the sale. That's usually how I get most of my games, through the Nintendo Switch shop,
アドルフは信じられるの
and I
に
try to aim for the when they're having a
私の
sale.
言葉が信じられない？
今まで散々お前王族の連中が捜査の妨害。
Don't have much time. If I can handle it, I'll take that as a challenge. I'm fine with strong content. I'm not too sensitive. Still butthurt about Donut's betrayal. I trusted him. I trusted him. I literally said multiple times on stream, we can trust Donut. I call him Donut because the Hut is just weird. But he broke my heart. Some time to think. Yeah. In the end, he did make a good villain. Next on the text. Yes. Although I am really happy, in like the second route I played, I made the theory that that Donut was related to Salome. I had that theory, and I'm happy that I ended up being right. So I have a little pride from being correct about that. I wasn't correct on that Cyan might be an uncle, but I was pretty close. I was pretty close using information we were given. What? Hold up. Why? Okay, I guess. Oops. I guess I shouldn't have done this skip selection. Unless it comes after this? Oh well. We'll get it next time. You know, now that we're on the Lost Loot route, I'm gonna go get my poorly made Onko earrings I made on stream. So Why not?
君を絶望させるだけの世界なんてなくなってしまえばいい。どれだけあがいたって
Here they are.
運命が君を奪っていく。
You can't see it, but the
もう疲れた
the
よ。
wire work isn't the best, but
どうか私
They're
を
uncle
救っておくれ。共に終焉を迎え
yeah, I
て
do
おく
jewelry
れ。
too. I happen to have similar looking beads, and coincidentally the metal parts, the metal design for the earring, whatever you call it, that were very similar, if not exactly the same, to his earrings. Like literally, it is the same. It has the teardrop type up there. So conveniently, I had those available, so I made these on stream along with a Mathis themed bracelet, which I was trying to put on earlier, but it's hard to put on a bracelet yourself. Had the right colors, so it's cute. There we go. You can't even see them that well. There, there it works. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay, so oh, they have it's like in a separate little parts, not connected to the okay. No, I would write it differently. I would write the guide a little differently, but okay. Now I know where I went wrong. And the lost salutes. And go from this way. All right, this is the right. I get it right this time. I swear. Hello, Troy Barton. Third time is the charm, okay? Like they say, third time's the charm. Okay, so next time we, this explains why I couldn't get to the salvation route, because I missed one of the despair ends. Alright, so next time doing it as I originally did should work for salvation ends. It just didn't because I was missing an important piece. Can't say his name. It was only out to try to stop him that I need to change. Yeah, tell him everything. No, I just realized something. Earlier, when we just started our the stream, I was showing off my little Mathis standee, and both of them. And from above, my cyan button fell down. So now I'm thinking, was he trying to tell me something? Was he trying to warn me that I am doing it wrong? I did. I literally called him an attention whore. I said, this isn't your roots. I think he was trying to warn me in his own little way. I should have listened. He always has a reason. I should have listened. I should have known. I want to know. I would. I would. I do it every time. That was absolutely brilliant. Like I said, they know what the players want. They know what to do to make us happy. I feel bad for Mathis and Jean in that little bit. The crypt 1,000 words per second? A man's asking for a lot. Although it made me happy how they, implied that they killed, Capuchin. I don't like Capuchin.
何があったんだい
We're not about that life.
私でよければ話を聞くよ
He can. He can. But so... Like, he is literally a pedophile. Literally.
アドルフは信じられるのに私の言葉が信じられない
Oops, hold up. I think I just... Isn't there a options button I can go back? I think there is. Oop, no. Hey, stop. Did I bring up the... He looks cute in it.
Ah. 君の言うことは何一つとして間違っていないとも。
Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. I thought I screwed up for a second.
私は
Aw.
ずっと
This is so cute. This part's so
と
cute.
それこそ気が遠くなるほど遥か昔からこの一面のリコリスの花園とともに
He
君が
waited for a
誕
long
生
ass
するその
time,
時
I'll
を
say.
待ち続けていたんだ
He waited for a long ass time. That is dedication. This is dedication.
ああ遠くから見守っていたよ生まれたばかりの君はずっと泣いていていつ保護されるのかと心
It hits a little different now that you've seen the his end. It hits the information hits a little bit different. Felt as though I heard it somewhere before. There we go. There we go.
本当はもっと君と早く出会いたかった背負う業に苦しむ君へと手を差し伸べたかっただが制約のある好みではあの日あの晩までろくに動くことができん今まで君に何もしてやれなかったんだ助けられなくてすまない
It's weird to think that they're the same person. Because you would never suspect that. You would really never suspect that.
君を待ち続ける無限の時間に一時は絶望したものだが君の言葉を聞いた
But it
ら
makes sense why they have
今までの
the
苦
same
労な
root if they are
どすべて無賛
the
して
same
しまっ
person.
たよ
So, yeah, explains why they shared a root. Because I was like, okay, this is strange. But I guess
私の大事な
maybe
セ
mid?
レス
it'll redirect and you have to choose Adolf or Anko. But
私ともう一度
so
巡
it
り合っ
had me
て
so
くれて
confused for a while until,
ありがと
well, we finally understood. Aw.
う生まれてきてくれてありがとう生きることを諦めないでいてくれて本当にありがとう
Dang, like, I guess. Like, how unfortunate would it be if he waited, what was it, like 1,000 years or something? At least 600? Or at least 500, I think? Only for Cerez to die. That would be so heartbreaking. Like, he went through a lot during that. Those flowers are not fun. Not yet.
今まで散々王族の連中が捜査
Yep, Dastonko. I am you and you're me. Timeline twins. I kind of like that. Although I do wonder, usually in fiction, having two people, two of the same person in the same timelines, let alone meeting each other and interacting with each other, causes some kind of like, some kind of something. Okay, no, save top file 4. Okay, this I want to respond to you. There we go. All right. Now we're on track. We're on track. All right. I still want to respond to it.
は
I think I actually already read this one. That's right. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, so it doesn't cause anything? I feel like it would cause some kind of something. Some kind of imbalance. Yeah, try to stop him. Try to stop him. Do not leave us! No, I won't have you suffer again all alone. I tried to take Uncle's hand, but he quickly moved away.
大丈夫だ姫君 また遅れを取って君を心配させるようなことはしない。
Not worry, princess. I will not fail and worry you again like before.
この男も少しは成長したようだからね。しばらく預ける分には。
It does seem like he has matured now. Having him look after you should be... Again, it's interesting knowing that now that he's talking about himself. The slight change in the point of view. Yes, poor... Why can we not have both?
幽霊以外にも何か遠くから聞こえて。ステレス、今すぐそいつに捕まれ。大量の水が流れ込んでくるぞ。
So... I should probably fast forward at this point. If I can remember how to do that. I think it's... no? Okay. So we're at donuts. I probably want to wait until Adolf and Anko come in. And probably get rid of donuts and then pause. Or around the time Salome comes in. I think those are the more likely places where the ends will divert. Donut and his genocide. Yeah, and she was alive the whole time. Which I get why he would be upset, but also, you know, he could have been a little more appreciative. Just the fact that she's alive rather than she became a reliver. She broke her morals. I mean, she's at least alive, so... Although I guess they can re-alive. But that's where the whole point about the whole humanity thing comes in. And corruption thing. So... Yeah, he's really not much difference. I love the fact that what Anko does, yeah, literally, just a smoke bomb, hides behind the nearest object. Just the visual I have in my head is hilarious. It's very comical. It looks all mysterious. But actually, in reality, it's quite different. Run before she sees me. Oh, damn, we missed it. But I saw it, before me. I was saying, this is really cute. Now, it makes me feel a little better about Jane. This part. Because I was really, really mad at him before. But seeing him try to, like, start to, I guess, appreciate or accept Mathis was sweet. It's like, it's not much, but there's something there, something growing. Yeah, like, I'm still really, really mad at him. But he had a little bit of redemption. He can grow. He has the capability of growing, which made him a little more acceptable. Just a little bit. This is really bad. It's one thing about the scene. The direction he's looking. I know it's probably just because he's embarrassed. But it's interesting because her eyes are down there. Yeah, so it's either intentional or when the artist was drawing that scene, like they drew one character, but then the other character they drew slightly off balance, off alignments, to ended up looking like that. But even if that was it can pass by as Adolf just being shy, embarrassed, and not looking directly at her.
Kono.
私の本当の名はクリス。クリスティーヌ・レーブ・ポワール。かつてアルペシエールを治めていた。リアム・レーブ・ポワール。多くの婿の民を手にかけ、
He is pretty cute when he's
国を
shy.
滅ぼそうとしたあなたを女王として。
I love when male characters have that little blush on them. I think it's so adorable.
ほう、それだけ。 これから
It makes them very lovable. Especially when they're like one of those characters that are all like tough exterior. And then they have that moment where they have the little blush. I absolutely love that. I guess you could even refer to it as the tsundere type. A little bit. It makes it extra cute, and I live for that. I live for it.
あのホース、私のそれがこんな
すべて
あなたが姿あんなけあなた
ごめんなさい。すぐに記憶の
あずっと定期的なほんと大変もっと早く
Me
そ
too.
んなにたくさん今のあ
I
なた
know
に
some people have
そんなことは
issues
ない
with tsunderes, but
あなたへの感情は確
I
かに
actually quite like them.
だから今あなたの犯した罪は決して母様が一緒
でも結
I
局
mean, not
あ
when
な
they're like so intensely
裁き
tsundere
一度し
that it gets like
そう
frustrating.
小野がシスターサロメ
I do like it,
お前の
just not
罪
when it's to the extreme.
僕が裁こう
マル
And hit this playthrough, I should have known. This should have pointed. Oh my god, I'm done. Because I was pointing out. I literally said, "Why is Anko calling her mother? Is she actually his child?" This makes so much sense now. Because then it would just be a random man who's not related at all calling a woman who's getting murdered mother. That would make sense. That would be... There'd be something going on there. But that wouldn't make sense, so... Now it does. Now it does. Now it makes sense.
「すみませんね僕正真正セレス何のつもりだダード今すぐ装置を処理が終わる処理の最中自分
Also makes sense. Even more sense when Anko is so desperate in the upcoming scene. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key thought he was gonna like cut off a finger and have her eat it or something. He was almost becoming so desperate to save Cerez. I know that's like super dark, but hey.
Stop! 何がどうなっているこいつに一体何をした
I'm gonna have to go back to that one. I think that's probably the scene, in the scene where after Barreau attacks, they meet Salome on the streets and she attacks Anko. It's probably that scene? Yeah, when they confront Barreau.
わお
I'll have to go
すごい
back. I'll have to go back and see.
彼女の
Read
希少な
that.
遺伝子が今までどちらか反転し空中はい。
呪い、この毒素に有効な特効薬だ。アンク
If you knew what we do, Adolf, it would all make sense. It would all make sense, baby. It hurts.
私はそれを作るため数百年毒素を溜め込んだリコリスノワージュを摂取し続けてきたんだ。
Like literally.
だから私の肉体には抗体ができているはず。完璧ではなくてもそれに近い状態で。
抗体があれば何でもできるって
What have you
わけじゃ
done?
ん。
What have you done,
私が知
Donuts?
っている。私が教える。この男が真実にたどり着いたことでようやく全てを語れるようになったんだ。抗体から特効薬さえ作れればこいつが溜め込んだ毒素そのものを。
それならわざでも今から作った
は
だって新たな
このまま何
見てのとこの世でも
This is so sad.
セレスダメだ。腕をかきむしるんじゃない。傷口からも毒素がどけ今頼む。
That is gonna hurt so bad.
本当に効かないのか。
Like this desperation. I mean, it would be there already, but
違う。
it's so much
効
more
かないなん
valid.
てことはありえない。全部そいつのデタラメだ。量、そうだ。今はまだ量が足りないだけで。
See, like this part, the way he says this, it almost sounds delirious. Like I thought, I guess, I mean, I kind of just took it as it is, but it's much more than just the character, the love interest, desperate to save the female protagonist. There's much more behind it.
もっと大量に血を 抗体を飲ませれば大丈夫だ。きっと助かる。助かるはずなんだ。絶対に俺はずっとそのために生き延びてきたのだから。
Literally is. He did. He devoted his
ほら、お前のために用意した抗体だぞ。
To have this happen has gotta be so devastating. And to know you can do nothing about it. Why would she be happy?
ディアムレーブポア。
It's interesting to think, like they said in that end, that
マム
the only reason didnt is even here, even is alive, is because the licorice flowers the planet, thus extending the life span. It was in those, like, I think it was a 3-year difference or something. I think originally it was 18, they said. 18 years they had to live, but now it's like 23? Oh. 5. Okay, 5-year difference. So yeah, within that 5-year time span, Donut was born, created and born. So it's just that little gap in time that changed everything.
Mom, あんたは
Okay.
ごめんなさいね。あなたのことに気づかず、ひどいことを言って。
So sad. Oh yeah. Crazy time stuff.
まだ生きてたのか。誇りを捨てた身で今さら何を。
After this scene, we should be good, I think, to continue. because him being 25 won't make sense unless he pretended to be your lover, but the 5 extension would make more sense that he was younger. That would.
ごめんなさいね。リアム、確かにあなたの言う通りだった。
I'll have to look back, because I think they did say they did give him an age, and I think there was a couple years after that. I don't know. But yeah, in that case, he should have been younger then. He should have been younger. I missed a little something there.
最初に助かった時はあなたとの一瞬を1秒いつの間にかオーティに殺された。自分のこと新しい私の息子はきっと今の私にあなたを愛してるだなんていう資格はないけれど。
This is an interesting question, but would you still love your child if they tried to commit genocide? I don't know how I'd feel. I don't know. I feel like it would be hard.
こんな素敵な息子に国を滅ぼすことを躊躇しないほど思われていたなんて。
I mean, yeah, he did, but like...
That's... 私が羨ましくて。
Still not right. Still not right.
私だと今母に
最後のあなたは僕はそんな子ただの親子としてこんな形で
Yeah, it's a really hard question. I mean, I'm not a mother, but... Honestly, I don't even know if a mother could answer that question.
ナディア、僕の最初で最後のお友達。
It would, definitely.
リアムではなく、ダハトが初めて自分の意志で手にした宝物。約束破ってごめんなさい。君の生きるこれからのアルペシエル
You know, before all this stuff happened, I actually liked his relationship with Nadia.
優しい国に
I thought it was so cute. I supported it.
ダハト君
くんだってめ
Yeah, he repeatedly stabbed the body. Okay, yeah, we saw this part by the root.
セレスを苦しめこんな姿にしておきな何を一人
That would be frustrating. Seeing him die. The smile. After everything he did.
お前さえ
After the hard work he ruined. Yeah, exactly.
よせあ話せなぜお前はそんなに冷静でいられるこいつのせいでそのセレスが俺にだから言ってんだ
And the same dagger.
セレスからもらった探検が
Like at this point, I assume my time traveling theory was correct, which it kind of it was. It actually was correct. He's Doctor Who, but because that's the only way I could explain the double daggers.
俺にも
But again, time traveling. Meeting your own self. Usually there's some kind of consequence or something. Unfelt employment.
もう助からないのなら
So we're done.
待てアンカーそいつをどこに
無力なお前にはもう関係ない
He's disappointed in himself. Yes, he's a Time Lord. It's like, I low-key wanna take a screenshot of, you know, the Lycoris field and just like insert a blue police box. Like right behind the scene with Anko or something. I don't know. Being swayed by the death, Lumi over Ceres, and disappeared from sight with her. I could hear the sound of footsteps crunching the pound of flowers of misfortune. I was unable to move as Anko carried me in his arms until we reached his destination. The very field of Lycoris Neorges where I was born, like literally just insert a little police box right over on that end. You know, by the structure. Confirming that no one else was around, Anko slowly lowered himself with me still in his arms. He then took the dagger that he had rested upon me earlier and brought the blade closer to himself. The next moment, my vision blurred as a certain sight played out in front of me. He mercilessly stabbed himself in the neck, over and over again. But with each stab, smoke rose from his wound and healed the injury.
やはりこれぐらいの傷じゃ死ねないか。
I guess I can't kill myself through something as simple as this.
最後ぐらいお前との思い出が詰まったもので死にたかったんだが。
I thought I could die here with memories of being with you, but it's no use. It just makes it even sadder. He can't die. I was too weak to tell him to stop.
一体
What?
何がダメだったんだろうな。
What went wrong this time?
俺がお前の運命を無理やりねじ曲げたから。
But pause for a second. From my understanding, so he, wait, did he time travel multiple times? I forget. Because for some reason I thought he only time traveled once back to, what's the country's name? But, you know, too early. He just traveled way too early and, you know, lived his life through that. Yeah, I thought it was just once too. But he's saying it like, again, implying that this isn't the first time he saw her die. Like he's what went wrong this time. I don't know, it just makes it feel like he's done it multiple times. Yeah, it was. Or, well, maybe, I guess it could. But there are times when he's like, again. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Is it me? Is it because I twisted your fate by force? I think it's the wording that's making me think. It's... I don't know, it's just the way I read the wording, I think. Or maybe it's because I'm just used to stories like this, having the character having to go back multiple times instead of just once.
また別の絶望へと誘ってしまったのか。
Is that why I've been led down another path of despair?
だとしたら他にどうすればよかったんだ。
But what else could I have done? Yeah, in the face, he definitely does. I laminated something I didn't understand. Or he. Uncle embraced me in his arms as he shook.
俺はただお前を救い幸福な人生を送る姿を見届けたくて。
I just wanted to save you and see you live a life of happiness.
それだけの思いで
この時に戻ってきたというのに。
That's the only reason I returned to this time.
どうしてまた目の前でお前を失わなきゃならない。
So why? Why do I have to see you die in front of me again? He cried with all his might. The watchman of death who kept us calm in nonchalant demeanor all the time shook with sorrow for the impending death of a girl like me. Why was Uncle so sad? I tried to pick up fragments from what he said. But he was trying to save my life from burning out. He held me as if to protect me. The strength in his arms and the kindness he showed reminded me of someone. I wonder who. Someone I knew very well. Just stop already. Unbelievable. Anko, why are you being so cruel to Adolf? Why are you being so mean to yourself? Love yourself. And you, Adolf. Stop fighting with your future self. Listen, hear him out.
それはこいつがあまりにも身勝手だから。
I love how they say it at the same time. Yes, hug it out. Oh good, there it is.
お前のシチューは昔からずっとうまいままだな。
Your stew is as good as always. Thank you. I'm glad you haven't gotten tired of it after all these years. Uncle? Do you not like it?
いや、
He hasn't had it in over 600 years.
あまりにも美味だったから少し驚いてしまってね。
I was simply startled by how delicious it was. It's like when you
こ
try
れほ
to
ど優しい味の料理を食べるのは
stop yourself from
一
eating a
体
certain
何百
food,
年ぶりだろ
but when you go back to it, it tastes so good. It's been hundreds of years since I have tasted food so exquisite, especially since he eats flowers every day. They don't leave much of a taste. I mean, I guess you can put salt and pepper on them, but, you know, still not a great time. Still not your desired culinary creation.
いいか。もう二度とそんなこと考えるな。残される俺やマムたちのことを考えろ。
Don't want to see your dumb face. Okay, don't look at me. Yeah. I love that. Like after this happens, if they both live, that could definitely be a little thing that they would have during one of their little spats. And they stomp away to the other side of the house. Listen, don't you dare think about killing yourself again. Think about how Mother or I would feel.
あの探検は他でもないお前がガキの頃 俺の身に危険がないようにと。
That dagger was the one that you gave me when we were kids.
お守り代わりにお礼を送ってくれた剣だろ。そんなことに使わせるために受け取ったんじゃない。
You gave it to me as a talisman against danger. I didn't accept it just so you could use it on yourself. You're right. I'm sorry. Let me give it back to... wait.
なんだ、もしかしてなくしたのか。
Did you lose it? I think so. I'm really sorry.
いい。お前の話から察するに、多分リコリスの花畑のどこかに落ちてるだろう。
Or so they think. It's fine, judging by what you said. You probably left it in the licorice field somewhere.
あそこによく足を運ぶ知り合いがいるから、拾っていないか聞いておく。間違っても、一人で探しに行こうとするな。
I know someone who goes there regularly, so I'll ask them to check. Don't go back there yourself, got it? Adolf's dagger. Uncle, why do you have that? You've been carrying it all this time, since the night I dropped it, Uncle?
ああ、だが今の今まで返すのをすっかり忘れていたよ。
Yes, but I completely forgot about returning it to him. Well, I can return it to Adolf for...
いや、これは後で私から彼に返しておこう。
That explains why he didn't want her to return it to him. I'll return it to him later.
だからやめろって
Hey, stop this.
言ってんだろ。
I said stop! Uh-huh. Flashback to 5 minutes ago.
探検が。
The dagger I got from Ceres. 2 of them? I understood now. I finally realized. The Watchman of Death, Anko, the person who watched over me like another older brother, his real name was... drumroll? Do do do.
それ
Adolf? Ding ding, correct! You win. A few more minutes to live, I guess. Yeah.
お前にその名で呼ばれるのは数百年ぶりだな。
You win a trip out of this for second country. That's the best prize. That would be the best prize. It's been hundreds of years since you called me by that name.
ずっとお前に会いたかったんだ、セレス。
I wanted to see you again for so long, Ceres. Really? So you're really... It's like the younger Adolf. He's just over here, watching this all play out, probably very confused. Ceres called for Adolf. But it wasn't him. It was the Watchman of Death. It was then that Adolf finally realized Anko's true identity.
セレスを失った。未来から来た。俺。
You're me from a future where Ceres passed away. A future that Adolf may have reached. He immediately understood that possibility, but he still won't allow her to die with him.
とにかく、セレスを離せ、アンク。
Just let Ceres go, Anko.
お前が誰だろうと、そいつをこのまま放置して死なせるわけにはいかない。
It doesn't matter who you are. I can't let her die like this.
なら何ができるって言うんだ。
Then what do you propose?
無意味な治療を施して死ぬのを先延ばしにし。
Are you going to try to heal her needlessly, just to keep her alive?
死を願うほどの苦痛をより長くこいつに与えるつもりか。
Do you plan on dooming her to pain worse than death?
それが惚れた女を救うためのお前の対処とやらなのか。
Is that your way of truly saving the girl you fell in love with?
違う。もっと別の方法だ。
No, there's another way. Adolf managed to voice a sliver of hope that had just come to mind.
一か八か。この国の外に出て、そいつを治療できる医者を探す。
This is a long shot, but I'm thinking of taking her outside the country to look for a doctor who can treat her. Unfortunately, I don't think a doctor would know how to treat this. This is something no one has experienced. That's... except their country. I don't think there would be any doctors certified in treating her.
「思案を超える研究者などこの世界に生まれているわけが。
That too. You will never find a scientist elsewhere who can surpass Cyan.
そんなの探してみねえとわからねえだろ。
We'll never know until we take action now.
俺はこいつの命を諦めない。まだ告白の返事だってもらってねえんだ。
I won't give up on her yet. I haven't gotten her reply to my confession. Yeah, he does have a grudge with him. But in the sense of his scientific stuff, he does accept or at least appreciate that, I think. But still not his ideal person.
セレスを助けるためならどんな脆い希望にだってすがりついてやる。
If it's to save Ceres, I'll cling to any hope I can find.
その言葉後悔するなよ。
Don't regret what you just said. Anko lifted Ceres in his arms and handed her over to Adolf. Anko looked on as she breathed with pain, knowing a new despair awaited in their future. Half a year later. No miracle had occurred. Yeah. Every doctor we met had said she couldn't be cured. The only option was to extend her life. With no other place to go, we ended up on the shores of an unknown country with only pain to share amongst us. It hurts. Please kill me. She kept pleading in silence.
これで君もよくわかっただろう。
I hope you can finally see what you have done. The watchman of death mercilessly spoke to me from behind as she lay limp in my arms.
必ずしも生かすことが救いになるとは限らない。
Keeping one alive does not always mean you have saved them.
これ以上彼女のことを苦しめたくないのなら
If you do not want her to suffer any longer, then
殺してやるべきだ。
you must kill her. It's like, now you know my pain. Hearing the words, I spoke. I drew out the dagger she gave me and raised it into the air with both hands. My hand shook violently. I couldn't do it. Just as I was about to let go of the dagger, Adolf, thank you. What had I done? I didn't wish for a miracle to happen just so I could hear her thank me in a voice filled with despair. Before I could say anything, I swung my arms down and drove the blade through her chest. A single blow. The moment she asked for it. The girl I loved. I quickly brought her an end to her, and our times together. I killed her. I really killed her. And in the worst possible way, with her heart full of despair.
Ceres. すまない。俺はお前になんてことを。
I'm sorry. What have I done? What have I done to you? Yes. This Adolf ended up being the one to have to kill her. You know, they're not having very good luck here. No matter how much I cried out to her with regrets, she would never return to me.
第二の漂流者
Second drifter. Uncle put his hand on my shoulder as I cried.
今から本来の故郷に戻る気力はあるかい
Do you have the strength left to return to your homeland?
あるわけねえだろ。
Of course not. Black blood flowed out of Ceres as I held her hand.
俺はもうどこにも行かない。死ぬまでここに。スエレスのそばで共に朽ち果てる。
I won't go anywhere. I'm gonna stay by Ceres until I die. We'll rot here together,
お前があのリコリスの花畑で終わりを選ぼうとしたのと同じように。
Just like she chose the licorice field as the place she would die.
俺の死に場所は今ここで決まったんだ。決めたんだ。
I've made my decision. Here and now, this is where I choose to die.
それがこいつを無理やりに生かし苦しめてきた俺の償いだ。
This is my punishment for forcing her to live through pain. What I did for her wasn't anything close to salvation. I only prolonged Cereza's suffering. Again and again, I ignored her silent plea for me to release her from life. I disregarded her request, so it was only fitting that I die too.
あいつと同じ場所に行く資格なんて俺にはねえんだ。
I don't have the right to follow to her where she wants. Uncle accepted my resolve with gloom.
君と彼女が真実に近づくにつれ、もしやとは思ったんだが。
It bothered me ever since you two found your way closer to the truth.
結局、アドルフという男は何をどうあがこうとも。
But now I realize that Adolf is a man who can do nothing, no matter the efforts.
大切な女一人守れない。無力な普通の人間だったということか。
He is simply a normal human, powerless to protect the girl he loves.
だが、
But
決断次第で君は生きた彼女と再会し救うことができる。
depending on your choice, you can still see her again and try to save her. He can... There'd be two uncles then and one Adolf. Adolf would have to change his name for the other Adolf if they did the time thing. So it goes over and over again. A cycle. A paradox, yeah.
そう私が言ったらどうする？
What do you say to that?
何？
What? The Watchman of Death presented me with the sweet fruit known as a miracle.
時を超える技術。
The technology to leap through time.
つまりお前と全く同じ運命をたどった末にその装置を奪うことができれば。
In other words, by stealing that device and following the same path that led to it,
俺は生きているセレスともう一度出会えるんだな。
then I can go back and see Cerez alive again?
ああ、だが失敗すればより深い絶望に彼女を突き落とすことになるかもしれない。
Yes, but should he fail, she may be plummeted into even greater despair. You know, a small part of me thinks that all the routes we've been through, oh, actually Adolf continuously going back in time. Except for science. Because he died. Oh no, he'd be able to go back, he'd just not be able to go back again. I don't know what I'm saying at this point.
それと口で言うほど簡単なことではないよ。
One other thing. It's not as easy as it sounds.
私と同じ人生をたどるということが何を意味するのか本当に理解しているのかな
Do you truly know what it means to live and experience the same future I did?
この技術が確立されるのは数十年どころか100年以上先
This technology was developed hundreds of years from now.
その間にむごたらしい同じ実験を施され人を外れた不死の化け物になり
Yes, and with every despair too. God, Anku's life sucks. During which time I was experimented on gruesomely and became an undead monster.
死を願っても死ぬことができない
An existence that cannot die, even if I wished.
その絶望と孤独を耐え続けた末にあの時に戻ることができたとしても
Even if you can endure the despair, in solitude, and find your way back to the past.
人間だった頃の面影がまるでないこの姿では
You will lose your appearance as human.
アドルフとして認識されないだろうむしろそこにはすでに彼女が慕うアドルフが先にいる
You're right. That means it would be two. The hidden love interest. Which means she will no longer see you as Adolf. The Adolf she adores will exist outside of that in your future.
暗空では永遠に気持ちを傾けてもらえない
She will never understand nor accept your feelings as uncle.
その絶望を食らう覚悟が君に本当にあるのかい
Do you truly have the courage to taste such despair?
当たり前だ
Of course. I had no doubts in my mind.
セレスを救うことができればそれでいい
It's fine as long as it means I can save Cerez.
たとえ救った先の未来でこいつの隣にいるのが俺以外の人間でも構わない
After I save her, it doesn't matter if she's standing next to someone other than me. Even more evidence. No,
俺じゃダメなんだ
it shouldn't be me. At the very least, Adolf was not fit to become a hero to Cerez. Now, I kind of want to go back to the other roots and examine how Adolf acts toward the love interests more closely. There has to be a better fate available for her.
では彼女を導く死の番人の役目は君へと託すとしよう
Very well. I will entrust you with my role as Watchman of Death to guide her. I mean, Anko could
お
probably
前はどうするんだ
write a book for Adolf for him to do this, because now that it'd be a little easier for Adolf, since Anko has already, he knows what to do and what not to do, and how things would play out. So it might be a little bit easier, but I mean, it'll still suck. What are you gonna do?
私は彼女が死ぬ瞬間を2度も見てしまったからね
I've seen her die in front of me twice now.
もう限界なんだ
I am at my limits.
これ以上この心がきしんでしまう前に
Before my soul is crushed any further,
自分で自分を終わらせたい
I wish to bring an end to my life. With that, Anko took out some kind of iron weapon to kill himself with, and pointed it at his heart. But his decision was without much meaning, so
なら俺が解釈してやる。
let me help.
うん。
Let me shoot you. I moved away from Cerez and faced Anko, his eyes filled with despair.
俺だってお前自身だろ。
I'm you, aren't I?
だから断言できる。お前は絶対に自分で引き金を引けない。
Which means that you're not going to be able to pull the trigger.
死にたいと願う気持ちは本物でも。
I don't doubt that you want to die, but
あいつのことを考えるだけでもう一度会いたいという思いが溢れて躊躇する。
I bet you're still hesitating about it because you want to see her again.
ずっとそんなことを繰り返して自分で自分を絶望させてきたんじゃないのか。
You've been through this again and again, dragging yourself deeper into despair. I didn't like him, but I was him, so I understood how he felt.
当たりだよ。まるで私の奇跡を
I mean, he
実
is
際に
you.
見てきたかのようだね。
You are the same person, so. You're right. It's like you know exactly what I went through.
だが私はもうその彼女を思う自分の感情すら憎らしい。
I already hate how much I care about her.
だったらなおさら俺に任せろ。
Because I am the book. I've read this before. I know this book front to back. If so, then leave the rest to me. I took the weapon out of Anko's hand and wrapped my finger around the trigger. My target was his chest, which held his desperation for both life and death.
二度目の絶望を与えた責任を取ってその躊躇と未練ごと殺してやる。
It's my fault that you had to feel despair twice. I'll kill you and your regrets at once.
感謝する。
I appreciate it.
彼女を頼んだ。君の永遠の旅路にどうか
I leave her in your
希望
hands.
があらんことを。
May there be hope in your eternal journey. I saw off Anko as he met his end and crumbled in the ashes. I then went to Cerez and held her hand as she slept.
すぐ迎えに行く。待ってろ、セレス。
I'll come get you again. Just you wait, Cerez.
この先何度絶望を繰り返すことになったとしても
No matter how many times this despair repeats itself,
俺はお前を必ず救ってみせる。
I promise I will save you in the end. And then it goes over and over. There we go. Literally every time we play the game, he's living this over and over again.
でもこれ以上進めない心が消えてゆくわ Despair あなたの全てが壊 夏はどうか私に
That would be interesting, because, like, from now on, there will be a Adolf that knows about the Adolf of the future. And, well, no, I guess that there might be a... I thought... No, I guess not. For some reason I was thinking that from now on there would be like 3 uncles, which, I mean... you know, past, present, future. Yeah, time travel's cool, but it's very confusing. You're very easy to get confused. I need like a physical map out so I can... Anko, do you live? He now lives as a pile of ashes someone gathered up from the beach and put in a jar. That's his life now. I will see Ceres alive again. You want to see Ceres alive. Ceres isn't alive. Ceres still isn't born yet. Why am I in a place like this, suffering so much pain all alone? This is the second Adolf, or second Anko. He did say it wouldn't be easy. I don't want to be alone anymore. If I have to keep feeling this burning pain out here, I'd rather die and escape it. But still, I want to see you alive. Nice to meet you, fair lady of death. I am the watchman of death, Anko. You've come from Hades to propose a contract with a beautiful princess grieving over a recent tragedy. So weird that they're the same person. If you satisfy my terms, I'll make sure that you're reborn as a normal girl. We finally reunited. I won't let you die on me again, ever. I will protect you this time. Even if it means that I kill my very own self who got in the way of your salvation before. But the one who needed to kill was Donuts. He's the one who, he's the main piece that, made this all not quite work out.
お前が笑って生きられる未来のためならどれだけ傷ついたっていい。隣にいるのが俺じゃないとしても、お前を幸せにできるなら何度だって絶望してみせる。
I feel so bad for him. But it's so interesting to know that they're the same person now. Yeah. So how many times has he lived this? Like how many despair ends are there? Okay, which are the ones that she actually lived? She lived in Mathis's, as I saw earlier. She died in both of Lucas's. Died in both of Science. Died in at least one of Yvez's. I don't remember if one of the two, if she lived technically in one of the two. Probably not. There's only one where she technically survived, although I'd hate that life. Okay, she does live. Oh yeah, she went insane after he died. Okay, so there's two where she lives. Technically, I mean, she's not living great, but she's living. I mean, in all the others, he watched her die. Minus one, where his head was cut off. Although in that one, there was still an Anko, so yeah, he still watched her die in that one. Time stuff. It's confusing. Like then, damn, this poor man. This poor man. Life just hates him. Oh, there we go. That's oh, this. Okay. Now I think we can start the salvations, but we'll probably do that next week. Because I'm not sure how long that would take, and it's already been almost 4 hours. But I do want to see. We got a new CG. Seen this? No, not seen this. Yeah, this one here. Uncle's... What is this one? And then we can lock the others. For some reason I thought the others were already unlocked. No. Well, we'll do it that way. Maybe we'll work our way backwards. I'll figure it out. There we go. Thanks for coming to hang out. I loved having you here. And thanks for everyone who was watching. I don't think I'd be able to do what Anko/Adolf have done. I would have given up probably after, I don't know, at least 100 years. I'd probably give up. It's almost at the end. We're so close. Now we're on the final jump. So now I can say we're at right before the end. Yes, oh, let me do my schedule. Tomorrow we have a indie game called Cursed with a Dead Mom's Hair. It's one of those isekai, it's the, you know, the dead mom hair trope. An isekai type indie game. Sounds like it'd be interesting. And Saturday, probably have a poll up on my Twitter for what to do Saturday. I'll probably stuff Genshin in there somewhere because I forgot I actually have something to do. I'm actually gone Sunday. So I'll probably move that over to Saturday. So that's the plan for this week. And if you're ever curious, I always post my schedule on my Twitter. And we always have our VOC streams on Thursday. I mean, I've done it once on Wednesday, but it's usually Thursday. But yeah, there we go. So after all this despair, hopefully next week, whichever route we take, we'll get something good and satisfying. So we'll pray and hope for that. Anyway, thank you all again. I hope everyone has a nice night, or morning, or afternoon. And I hope to see you all again. I had a good time. Alright, well, y'all stay safe out there. Love yourself. Give hugs. Try not to fall into despair. If you do, know that Anko has it even worse. Anyway, I'll see you later.